Good evening, everybody. It's Charlie, and welcome back to another video on the Chatting Leeds YouTube channel. Hope everyone's had a great day so far. As always, it is the return of opposition focus on the channel, guys. This is the segment where I get the opposition fan to send over a little preview of the game against Leeds United, just from their perspective, to see how they're feeling about their season so far, the thoughts on Leeds United's season so far, and just the general thoughts on how they think the game will go. Obviously, we have Wolves on Saturday away at Molineux, so I asked the Talking Wolves YouTube channel to send me over a little preview, which we will play to you in a little second. Just before we get into it properly though, as always, please smash that like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. It really does help me out. And share all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below and hit that notification bell. So then, Wolves. I'll just obviously speak about Wolves just for a little bit before we head over to Talking Wolves. But yeah, obviously Wolves are in a similar predicament to Leeds United. Obviously they're higher up the table than us with a few more points. But from Crystal Palace down, I think all them teams are in the relegation fight until they maybe pull some wins together in order to pull away. I think it's really hard to call at the minute who will go down. But Wolves, obviously, they started the season with Bruno Lage. Obviously, we beat them on the opening day of the season at Ellen Road 2-1. And it just didn't really get going for Bruno Lage after that, really. Obviously, they lost a few games at the start of the season. I think maybe he'd lost the dressing room a little bit, and obviously he ended up getting the sack before the World Cup. They've hired Lopetegui, because that's what good run clubs do. They put things right with plenty of time in the season. But anyway, they hired a new manager, and since then, obviously, it has been a bit up and down. He's had some good results. Obviously, they beat Spurs recently, didn't they, in the league? But they're still not out of the woods yet. I don't think it's gone as well as what they would have hoped under the new manager. But they're still quality side with some really good players like Pedro Neto, Neves, João Moutinho, Semedo, Adama Traore, Jimenez, Diego Costa, the list goes on. So yeah, I did watch them against Newcastle last time out, and I wasn't really impressed with what I saw, in all honesty. I was expecting a bit more from them. Obviously, I thought I'd watch it just to see how I think Leeds United could maybe get one over on them. And for me, if Javi Gracia picks his best 11 against this Wolves side, I think we have a very good chance of getting 3 points. Do I think it will happen? Like I just said, I think we can, but whether it actually happens or not, I'm not 100% sure. It'll be interesting to see what Leeds United turns up and if the mentality is strong and the belief is strong. Obviously, we found out today that Tyler Adams will be injured. Well, he is injured and he will be unavailable for the Wolves game on Saturday, and he's going to miss international duty with America. Hopefully he'll be back for the Arsenal game after the international break. Obviously that will change slightly who my predicted midfield will be in my predicted 11 video tomorrow, where I react to the press conference. So make sure that you tune in for that as well. So yeah, that should make that a little bit interesting. I think I know who the midfield will be. I think a lot of us do, but I will be back with that predicted 11 video tomorrow. But yeah, Wolves, I think, are a very good team. They're a hard team to break down. I can't lie. Obviously, it did take Newcastle a while to fully break them down in that game at the weekend just gone. But I am quietly confident. Obviously, I will be back with predicted 11 tomorrow, and I'll be back with my live match preview at 7 o'clock on Friday night, where I will go into it in a little bit more detail. But yeah, obviously, like I said, I think Wolves are a decent side, especially at home, so it will be tough, but hopefully Leeds United will have enough to get it over the line. So just before I head over to the Talking Wolves YouTube channel, please smash that like button. It really helps get the video out there. Please subscribe to the channel as well if you're brand new. Share all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below and hit that notification bell, and we'll head over to the Talking Wolves channel now, guys. Thank you.
Hi guys, this is Dave from Talking Walls. Just giving my thoughts ahead of Leeds. Coming up to Molineux, or coming down to Molineux, I should say, this weekend for a really interesting game of football. I'm a little bit nervous going into the last quarter of the season. I'm sure Leeds fans are as well. You know, we put ourselves, the start of the season for Wolves was disastrous. Obviously with Bruno Lage really struggling, despite having a little bit of money spent, really struggling to get the team going. And obviously lost his job. The club completely cocked up the managerial appointment. Lopetegui was obviously the number one man. Unfortunately, he had circumstances away from football that he had to attend to first. Wolves then went in for another couple of managers, which they missed out on. And obviously, in the end, got Lopetegui in throughout, just before the World Cup, which I think was crucial. I'm hoping that sort of spell where we didn't, where we were managerless doesn't cost us. But we're in a much better position now than what we were. We were bottom of the league, 4 points adrift. And now we're sort of sat in 13th place, albeit it is very, very tight down at the bottom. Anywhere from 12th, which is Palace, down to obviously you guys and Southampton could still go down, really. I think fortunately for Wolves, and I'd say Leeds as well, we've got fixtures against teams that are in and around us. So it's sort of in our own hands to decide whether we want to be a Premier League team. If we don't beat you guys, if we don't beat Forest, Palace, etc., then we probably don't deserve to be in the Premier League. And that's no disrespect to the other teams, because you have to be beating those sides. Unfortunately for Wolves, we are grinding out positive results against those teams that are sort of bottom half of the table right now. We got a really positive win a couple of weeks ago. Coming up to a couple of weeks ago against Spurs. Really poor first half, but Lopetegui changed the system, made substitutions, and it worked in our favour, and we got a really crucial 3 points, and that shot us up the table. That put us in a really good position. Now, in the most recent game week, obviously results didn't go our way. You guys picked up a point. Bournemouth beat Liverpool, and we lost to Newcastle United, quite controversially. We should have had a penalty, Stonewall penalty, in my opinion, in that game. And because the results didn't go our way, and we lost, then all of a sudden, yes, we stay in 13th, but the gap between us and the bottom three is now just 3 points. So it's really, really tough down there at the moment. And like I say, it's going to be a really tricky game, I think, for Wolves on Saturday. I couldn't give you a predicted lineup because I don't think Lopetegui has played, off the top of my head, the same 11 consecutively. Against Newcastle, we'd made 4 changes. I still don't think Lopetegui knows his best 11, but I think he's having a little trouble with fitness and injuries at the same time as that. That's why I think it's crucial for Wolves to stay in the Premier League, then give Julian Lopetegui a summer to actually just almost have a clear out or sort of decide the squad that he wants, because the players that he signed in January have been very good for Wolves. Have been good players. Pablo Sarabia from PSG, and Mario Lemina, which was a bit of a surprise, but has come in and been really good. Craig Dawson has shored up our defence. Key players that you guys need to look out for, though, Ruben Neves has been phenomenal this season. Probably similar to you guys. I know you don't have him anymore with Calvin Phillips. He was just so pivotal to the way that Wolves play and so crucial. I am worried that he will leave this summer. His contract has only got just under 18 months left now. So Wolves either need to give him a new deal in the summer or sell him. And I'm hoping it's a new deal, but he's been pivotal. The forward line have been poor for Wolves. We've got so many talented players there. Pedro Neto's just coming back from an injury. We've got Jimenez, who's been quite slow to get going again, although he was pretty good last week against Spurs. Adama Traore, Daniel Podence. Lopetegui's not really getting any consistency out of those players at the moment. And there's certain players where you look at and you think, oh my God, they're a fantastic footballer, but it's not just clicking. I'm just waiting for that moment where it clicks. Mateus Nunes is another one, linked with a big move away, but I can't see why, because he's just not been good enough for Wolves this season. But you watch him and you know there's a good player there. And I'm just hoping it will click for him. Hopefully it's Saturday, but who knows. I think it'll be a tight game. I think it'll be a goal either way. If I had to use my heart, I would probably say a 2-1 Wolves win. A point, I think both teams will probably take, but 3 points for either side will be absolutely massive. After Saturday, guys, best of luck. Fingers crossed we chat again next season. And fingers crossed both teams survive and stay in the Premier League.